White Pine Copper Refinery is a 75,000 ton per year copper refinery located in White Pine, Michigan, and owned by Hudson Bay Minerals Incorporated. In 2007, after extensive testing, a decision was made to replace the existing Liberator cells with the EMEW process to control copper in the tank house and to decopperize the electrolyte for nickel sulfate production. A total of 8 modules consisting of 90 cells each were added to the White Pine refinery. 7 modules are used for copper control, and 1 module is used to replace the secondary Liberator circuit, which decopperizes the electrolyte bleed before it is sent to the nickel sulfate plant. The electrolyte bleed is pumped from the tank house to the east and west E1 tanks. From there, the solution is pumped through modules B through H. Each module operates independently of the others, with individual pumps controlling the flow rate for each module. Electrolyte is returned to the tank house through the overflow from the E1 tanks. The decopperization circuit is run from the east and west E2 tanks in a semi-batch process. Electrolyte is recirculated through module A, and the copper is depleted to approximately 5 grams per liter. Once the copper is removed from the electrolyte, the solution is sent to the nickel sulfate plant. Dick Barlock, plant manager of the White Pine Refinery, shares his experience with the EMEW plant.
Installation of the plant began in the fall of 2007. Startup and commissioning took place in February of 2008, and the plant's been running continuous since then. Installation of the plant went quite well. The cells were shipped in modular form from Australia. The modules were easily unloaded with an overhead crane. With the cells being in modular form, everything went very well. They were easy to move along and put in place.
The commissioning went very well. We were able to start up with saleable product and on our first run. It's a very easy system to supervise. It's very straightforward. There's no things that you have to adjust or try to tinker with. You're able to pretty much set things, and then you just monitor them to be sure that they're holding, and we haven't had no problems with anything. Seems to be working very well.
Harvesting is a simple and straightforward process, taking 2 operators only a few hours per module to complete. An individual module is drained and the copper is removed and bundled. After a quick inspection, the stainless steel starter sheet is then replaced. After the harvest is complete, the module can be restarted immediately.
Here in EMEW for 6 months. My job is harvesting cathode, and it's a pretty good job. I really enjoy doing it. There's different steps to the job. Putting modules on, taking a module off, the actual harvesting of the cathode. That's actually my favorite part, is the harvesting of the cathode.
I used to be a circulator up in the tank house. Then I came here. I've been over here for about 7 months now. I was in the process of when they were putting the plant together. I was helping on that. And now I'm steady over here as a harvester. I have no problems with it. It seems to be a pretty good plant. It runs nice. The harvesting goes pretty good. And when you have a good partner, things go a lot smoother.
There's a big difference, obviously, when you go out into the EMEW plant. There is no acid mist smell whatsoever. It's very clean. The other thing with the previous Liberator cells, there was some safety issues handling and removing the electrodes. With the EMEW system, we don't have any issues as far as safety concerns with with the people doing the work. Cell maintenance with the Liberator cells. There was scheduled maintenance on the cells where they had to be cleaned and repaired. We had paraliners that had to be patched. With the EMEW cells, so far we haven't had any cleaning and very little maintenance on the cells to date. Previous electrowinning process that was originally installed in the tank house, a system which we call Liberators, mainly used to control copper tenor in the tank house and also to decopperize solution for the nickel sulfate plant. The cathode that was produced out of this process did not meet B115 spec, therefore it was unsaleable material. So the material had to be returned to our smelter in Flin Flon, Manitoba for remelting into anodes, then to be sent back to the refinery. So by installing the EMEW plant, we were able to convert the Liberator cells into commercial cathode cells, which increased our annual cathode production by 4%. I'm very pleased the way the plant was commissioned and startup went. It was done very well and pleasantly surprised.
Things are running great.
It is good. I like it.